Point checking.
That's the notification that I want.
See, make sure I hear ya guys on myself. Okay, we should be good. We should be good. Let me just throw myself on that part so you guys don't hear me. Just bleh. Hi everyone. Hope you're all having a great Sunday morning, which is my bad day usually. But let's not just think about it that today's a Sunday. I hope you guys are all having a great Sunday night or Monday morning for those on the other side. But since I'm in the States, yeah, it's since I'm in the States, you know, I'm going by my days, which is Storytime Sunday for me. And what do we do on Storytime Sunday? We read virtual novels. There is a lot of virtual novels out there, and it's a lot of anime virtual novels, I should say, out there. And I was thinking, like, hey, why not? Let's not read some of them, you know? Get my voice ready to go, you know? Get my voice ready to do different voices. I got my water here. Most likely, you know what? I should really go get some more water. Yeah, I should go get some more water. Let's see. Whatever. Okay, wait. Hold up. We'll get some water really quickly. Okay, be right back, okay? Stay right there. I mean, you know, I'm not trying to stream quite yet, but still, be right back, Okay, I's back. No need to worry. No need to fret. Slash is back, Yeah, today is a little bit different. We'll be just pretty much reading a graphic novel. Which today, we are playing, or should I say reading, Lucid 9. There's also like a certain name to this one too, but can't exactly. I don't remember it. I don't remember the name, the full name of it. But yeah. Let me just click up X on this. And yeah. Like I was deciding which VN I should play. There's a lot of free ones out there. A lot of free ones. And I was even thinking about doing the very first VN I did on stream, but yeah, nah. Let's see. Make sure. Well, I did make sure that the chat was ready to go, so the chat is optimal. Okay. Now with that, also too, I'll be using this thing.
Hello. Yeah,
I'll be using that thing. So yeah, you guys will be hearing my voice changer a little bit to help me really perfect those voices. Because I'd rather not kill my voice completely. Isn't the same, you know? Because I still gotta do MMO Monday, and that's, you know, I don't do no voice changer on MMO Mondays. I do my pure voice, so yeah. But anyway, no more dilly dallying, or what's it called? No more delaying.
Oh, damn it. Perfect. My favorite. Ah, dang it. I step back and see the masterpiece. Perfect. My favorite color. I've always loved red. It's different, brilliant, vibrant, unusual. A happy, abnormal, just like me. Red isn't much for nature, really only shows up in autumn. Even then, it's a dreary rust, or nauseating cherry. And we just can't have that. Not when it deserves so much more. A whisper breeze filters through my thoughts, brushing against my skin with icy fingers. I allow myself a moment to pause, to relish, to admire, to welcome the fresh scent of freedom. This is what I live for. When I open my eyes, I spot a frail leaf dancing upon the backbone of the passing wind. Affiliating the world with its appalling shade of asparagus. I pluck it from its branch with the edge of my stained fingernails. Disgusting. How anyone could enjoy this color eludes me. A soft groan redirects my attention to my waiting masterpiece. It is lovely, really, spread across the ground, face contorted with fear. Twitching, cold fingers clutching at empty air. Not my best work, unfortunately. The canvas died much quicker than I had originally expected. Even when I tried to carve a bit slower. Well, no matter. Today it shall be a palette for my paint. I make a quick work of my new palette's chest, ignoring the twitching of posts. Mortem reflects from its mutilated caps. The sweet color red, true crimson, pure scarlet, slicks down its pallid abdomen, looking at the blossoming turf below. I dip my fingers into the settling pool of blood. It's warm, sticky, like syrup. Or settling gelatin. The sweet scent wrapped to my nostrils. Ah, it smells of iron, of rust, of all things sharp and beautiful. Now, a new canvas. I check my surroundings, evaluating the surface, and textures, and sizes, and shapes of every object in sight. None are quite so satisfactory as human skin, with its elasticity, its porous absorption, its inanimally warm tin. Ah, dang it! OBS. Hold up. I haven't streaming that much. Hold up. Ah. Oh, OBS did a hiccup. Nah. Yeah. You guys are pretty behind now, by like a whole 15 seconds. Oh boy. All OBS, don't do that again. Bad. Okay, hopefully OBS don't do that again, otherwise I'm gonna slap it. Okay, anyway. Back to story time. I check my surroundings, evaluating the surface and textures and sizes and shapes of every object in sight. None are quite so satisfactory as human skin with its elasticity, its porous absorption, its innately warm tint, but a substitute is required. So a substitute I must find. Presently, I realize that I'm still holding that eyesore of a leaf in my hand. Well, I suppose we will have to do. In one bold fluid stroke, I swipe my paint across the leaf. The very essence of Van Gogh himself. Ah yes, dear Vincent. The man cut off his own ear to send a message, and the words just didn't sentence. I always admire his style. I take a moment to appreciate the leaf's newfound resonance before searching for a proper display. Something like this deserves to be exhibited. I hang my canvas back on its branch. That's better. If only there was more of this color in the world. An unexpected interlude on my phone drives me out of my... Oh, giving voice.
The unexpected interlude on my phone drives me out of my thoughts. The irritating thing just loves to ruin the climax. Yes. Is it done? You're always in a rush. Well? Yes, it's done. I was having a moment. There's more where that came from. Oh, no. You interrupted me. You're the one who wanted to know where it was finished. A thrilling leap through my vines as my lips pull into a tenuous smile. Well, is it? Same time, same place as usual. You know the drill. I nearly clapped my hands, but mastered myself for one final word. Understood. I cut the transmission and angrily withdraw a small bottle from within my jacket. Only one pill left, but no matter. I'll be getting more soon enough. I propped the final capsule into my mouth, puncturing its skin with my teeth and rolling the bitter gel over my tongue. Now this is life. As a wave of euphoria sweeps through me, I turn from my handiwork, trolling out of the meadow. Today's fun is over, but tomorrow will hold just as many pleasures. Ma, Yama Ichimato. Huh? I slurgily pull my head upward, fixing my eyes on the woman at the front of the classroom.
Are you even listening?
I hide an instinctive smirk. Technically, no. I always found napping more appealing than relearning history that's been drilling into me since age 6. Not that I can actually say that. In all honesty, this teacher doesn't deserve that kind of callous response. Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. Summarize the whole section we've been reviewing.
I glance at the touchscreen board mounted behind the teacher, quickly skimming over the graphics and typography hovering on its surface. History of Isamu, our glorious metropolis, beginning 2080. Easy. Life was really boring for a while. We weren't in debt, weren't at war, and were basically doing nothing interesting. The teacher lips purse into a thin line as the class erupts into snickers. I feel slightly tinge of regret and rein in my sarcasm. Then in 2007, America entered a debt crisis that caused a worldwide financial crash. Japan was one of the countries more affected by this, well, second to China.
And why might that be?
Because we were dumb about who we partnered with. She taps her fingers impatiently on her desk, her eyes narrowing into slits. Well, when she asked me to summarize the chapter, she didn't ask me how. Anyway, our glorious government didn't handle the situation so hot. So we had a lovely depression with all-time highs of unemployment and crime. Good effort. Good gold star. Oopsie. Bloop. Bloop. Okay. The teacher waves her hands as the class roars with laughter.
Right. That's enough. I'll be needing to talk to you. I'll be needing to talk with you after class about your attitude, young man.
Meh, in other news, grass is green. Oh, hold up there. There we go. Okay.
As Elizabeth, perhaps you can salvage this explanation.
She gestures a few seats to my right where my lavender-haired classmate sits, her spine as straight as a ruler. I feel a curdle of distaste in the pit of my stomach as I lunge against my share. Of course,
Hey, Shay.
Elizabeth Oshiro, class valedictorian school poster girl and the area's golden girl. Oh, Diego, it's been a while. Been forever, man. Forever. Let's see. Here we go. Nap time. I settle my head in my arms as Elizabeth leaps to her feet, smiling warmly.
Certainly, during this time, Japan fell into chaos. Public demonstrations, often violent, occurring almost every day. Furthermore, politics scandals regarding the national government kept spreading.
The teacher relaxes at Elizabeth's textbook recitation. She even shoots a quick glare in my direction, as if to say, "See, why can't you be like Elizabeth?"
Eventually, political powers became more effective than the centralized administration, hence why Isamu operates as smoothly as it does.
Sorry, I was trying to get more hours.
Yes, thanks to the mayor's efforts. Perfectly done, Elizabeth.
It's okay, Diego. Elizabeth smiles primly and settles back into her seat, fixing her eyes on me with challenging disapproval. I only shrug my shoulders, sending her an easy smirk. Oh, beauty and brain. She might be worthy enough to make my list. I glance to my left just in time to catch another classmate, Yahiko Ikari, winking conspiraciously at Elizabeth. She clearly ignores him. Well, that's Yakio for you. I can't remember a day when he wasn't tired to flirt with some girl or another. Nor can I remember a day where he wasn't flat out rejected. Technically, he's my former roommate, which makes him my friend for 2 years. How close of a friend? Well, that's up for debate. Huh? She managed to deflect my charm? I wonder how. Me too! No one can resist the Yahiko Ikari.
Yahiko!
Yahiko clamps his mouth shut as, at the teacher's student command, she leans heavily against her desk, massaging her temples with her fingers.
Alright, class. Thanks to Elizabeth, we've seen where we came from. I'm sure you're all wondering what's the point of this history recap was.
Not really. Nah.
You must study the past to understand the future. As such, it's imperative that the next topic be taken seriously. So, where do we all see yourselves in 10 years from now?
I'm barely able to strive a snort. It's only, what, the second day of school? Sure, this is a third-year class, sure. We're preparing for the college entrance exam. Does that mean that we have to know exactly what we want to do for the rest of our lives? The teacher pointedly looks at me, a hard glint in her eye.
Yama Ishimoto, perhaps you'd like to get us started?
I attempted to say no thank you, but I'd be pretty rude. I'll manage my parents' restaurant, I guess. The teacher's lips tighten even so slightly. I know what she's thinking. No passion, no ambition, he will be a failure, this one. It'll pay the bills. What can I ask for? Really, dude? Out of anything you could have picked, you picked a restaurant manager?
How are you these days?
Doing meh. I'm doing okay. Enjoying my otaku-ness and VR chat and such. Do my best to stream over there and everything. Speaking of which, I need to make sure YouTube and everything is getting me. I know Twitch is. Let's see if Mixer's getting me. Yes it is. Sorta. Yeah, Mixer's getting me. So that means YouTube's getting me too. Okay, good. I guess go back to my OBS. But yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Did you see that freaking Yu-Gi-Oh has a VR now? Or is gaining. I mean, it's not official. It's not an official Yu-Gi-Oh game, but someone is making a VR Yu-Gi-Oh. So yeah, it'll be nice, real nice. Okay, well, what will you suggest? Add a bunch more, dude, like women and cars.
How are the others?
And he criticized me for lacking of imagination. They're doing good. I mean, my B-Day is coming by soon. So I'll be drinking that day. Unfortunately, I can't really spend nothing because I have no funds. Yeah, because all of it went to rent. Yay! Yay for rent! Yay for adulting! So all I'm really gonna do is just chill at my house with my family and friends and such. Here. Then stream.
No, I didn't know.
Yeah, they're doing okay. But yeah, so yeah, I'll be just mostly drinking juice on my birthday. And but yeah, ugh, Rento. Don't like that Rento. Otherwise, I'll have months to spend for myself. Oh well. I mean, what you can do, Anyway, any criticize me for lack of imagination? Come on, it's 10 years. Anything could happen. The teacher shoots him a disapproving glare as his voice raises dramatically in volume.
Ah, there you go. Thank you for volunteering. Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Yaiko beams, and I feel a sudden sense of dread. Here goes his dream, the one that I've heard no less than 200 times before. Well, teacher, I see myself with a Ferrari F500 under one arm, a Lamborghini Aventador 704 under the other, and a lot of beautiful women in between, fighting for the honorable pleasure of bearing my children. The class stares at him. Ah, heck, let's have some fun. I whisper to him. What about the mansion? Right! Take all that and put it in front of a 2,000 square foot mansion, attended by a staff of 1,000 maids. And where is it located? Oh, it's in the Caribbean, on an island. A man-made island specifically constructed just for me, with my name laser engraved into the hills, so that every plane that flies by sees that it belongs to me.
That's quite enough, Yahiko. Thank you for your, input.
Clearly she doesn't believe in his dream. Actually, I don't think anyone expect Yahiko believes in his dream. Then again, Yahiko has enough belief to make up for everyone else.
Now, Emiko, what about you?
As the rest of our classmates drone on about joining some kind of mega corporation like Lemsicate or Wayford Pharmaceuticals, I lean closer to Yahiko. Forgot some things. You forgot some things. I did? The yacht, the walk-in closet just for designer shoes, the private jet, the second mansion in Tahiti. Oh crap, I did! Hey teacher! Fortunately for the teacher, the school bell rings before he can grab her attention. My classmates immediately shove their belongings into their bags and bolt for the door. Meanwhile, Yahiko heads straight for the teacher's desk, eyes lit with excitement as he gabbers on and on about his yacht and his designer shoes and his private jet and his second mansion in Tahiti. A restaurant manager, huh? And then there's Elizabeth slipping into Yahiko's now vacant seat. She shifts her backpack weight into the desk and raises a patronizing eyebrow at me. Nani, is this the waifu? Is this waifu-chan of the game? I don't know if I got proof of her. She looks like a total B, if you know what I mean. If you know what I mean, guys. Let me just... Okay. Well, sorry for being realistic, Miss CEO of a mega corporation.
Sorry that I actually have ambitions, Mr. Manager of the family restaurants.
What? Should I have talked about having a mansion and cars and maids on my own personal island?
You didn't even shoot for a restaurant that's not owned by your parents.
Yeah, they'll kick the bucket one day. I might as well be the one who takes over.
Have some respect, would you?
I snicker at that. Respect? Me? I flash her a bright, overly friendly smile. Why does she care? Why does she care about my life? This girl, man. See you around, Lizzie. She fumes, but forces herself to take a deep breath until her expression stills.
Unfortunately...
That was a pretty nice comeback. I'll give her that much. Beth.
Oh. Beth? Still up for lunch? Oh, it's a lolly! Sorry, lolly voice.
A student slides through the door with a warm smile and a wave. I recognize her as a girl who's always with Elizabeth. Don't know much about her. In the blink of an eye, Elizabeth's face softens into a friendly grin.
I'll be right there.
Yep, just in case it wasn't clear enough, her hate is directed exclusively at me. She's the queen of angels to everyone else. Particularly this girl, who I guess is the closest thing she has to a friend.
Well, Ichimoto, it's been a pleasure.
I bet it has. She lifts her chin and stiffly walks out of the room, nearly bumping into a startled Yahiko on the way out, as a train of second years, probably her groupies, pull her away. Yahiko slips next to me. Why did she talk to you? Not me, the great Yahiko Ikare. Maybe because there's a limit to how many brain cells she's willing to sacrifice for conversation. Savage. Beats me. She's been doing that for a while. Really? We were in the same class last year. Really? I'm not surprised that he just learned about this. Then again, to be fair, I don't talk to Yahiko much about my personal life. Yeah, something like that. It's not important. Yahiko evaluates me for a second with an unusual stoic expression, but quickly shakes it off. His face melts into a grin. So, what do you think about my dream earlier? Yes, again, on second thought, maybe we should have kept talking about Elizabeth. Same as the other 200 times you told me. It hasn't been too hot. Has it really? 203 to be exact. Huh? So, that means you think it's amazing, right? Totally. I think it's the best dream in history. And it's so original and realistic. Thanks, dude. But I don't think you're aiming high enough. Huh? What should I add? Aim for the moon. He gasped as if it's the best idea ever. The poor soul. Forget Tahiti. Imagine on the moon? He'd be the first. And probably the last. Just think about the possibilities. No one's even set foot on the moon. Imagine how famous I'll be if I build a mansion there. No one's even set a foot? Seriously? Either I stepped into the conversation at the wrong time, or someone just came up with a really stupid idea. Enter Rui Hayata, my friend of 10 years. Technically, she's a grade lower than me, but that doesn't stop us from hanging out. She stuck with me through thick and thin. She probably knows me better than I know myself. Beside her stands Masato Kirigone, partly in both build and personality. If I had to describe him in one word, I'd use fire. Especially antagonized, hard to put out, and blazes every obstacle out of his way. Afternoon, little daisies. What's going on here? I'm gonna build a vacation home on the moon.
Somehow, I can't say I'm surprised.
I know, right? I'm brilliant! Think, the first man on the moon, and the first man to build a mansion on it. You're so bright, you're blinding me.
What have you been telling him?
That a giant leap for him is a small step for mankind. She has to think about that for a moment, but I'm rewarded with a smirk.
Clever.
I know. Look, if you kids are done yapping, Yama and I got a hectic track.
What? I didn't think Yama was joining again this year.
Of course he is. This is news to me.
It doesn't seem like a good idea considering he only went to one practice last year and ditched the rest.
Well, he ain't ditching this year. Ain't that right, man? Well, now that you mention it... What's that?
You guys didn't even win last year, Masato. No need to make a big deal.
Masato's eyes flare with the crucial need to prove the worthiness of track. We're winning this year. I got a secret weapon.
Really?
Masato lines up at Rui's apparent interest. See, we lost last year because we didn't have good names. This year, I've got a great one. Oh no. Oh no, what is it? He pauses for dramatic effect. Marvelous Masa! Really? 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 My boy, you gotta check yourself. Well, at the very least, this is a pretty good opportunity to joke around. Wow, that's fantastic! And I'll call myself Speed of Light, Mountain Destroyer. The hell? You should rename yourself to Streaking Shadow, Dark Eradicator. Then we'll be unstoppable. Ain't no way I'm gonna win. Ain't no way I'm going with that. Yeah, he isn't great with sarcasm. I smirk at him, but before I can elaborate, the PA above us crackles to life.
The club fair is officially open in the courtyard. Feel free to drop by and check out some of what you fellow students have planned.
Already at just the second day? Maybe the school's just making everything happen faster this year. I don't really see why. Isamu Imperial Boarding Academy has always done well for itself. Well, throughout the recession, there's no need to change things now. Hey! It's club time! Let's go take a look!
No thanks. I'd rather not be blacklisted.
What does that mean? It means that she's afraid to go with you. You'll outshine her so much that the clubs won't be interested in her. Oh! Rui glares at me. I only wink back. Well, you shouldn't worry about that, my dear Rui. I'm sure I can use my substantial sphere of influence to get you a good spot.
I'm already in a clubby though. Drama club?
Oh, right. He's been in the drama club since last year, and somehow he's still forgotten. Then, what was Yama talking about?
Nothing. Just acting like an idiot as usual.
Well, you know what they say. Like attracts like. Rui eyebrows me sharply in the ribs. but her lips are pulling up at the corners.
They always say opposites attract.
Yeah, and we know which one you are. She slaps me playfully on the arm as Masato and Yayiko watch with blank stares. Ah, he's getting the flirt on. I think we found the waifu, guys. Did I just miss something?
No more than you usually do.
Yayiko frowns for a moment, but eventually shrugs the exchange off. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I need to find myself a club to grace with my innumerable talents. They're innumerable, alright. So, without further ado, I bid thee farewell. He turns into a flourish of his hands, but Rui calls after him.
You know that'll be right? I know. You know that we'll be there, right?
Huh?
Club recruitment day. All the clubs will be there, including track and drama.
Oh! Well, see you there. He whisked out of the room. You're coming to man the track booth, right? Me? Like I'm track's poster child? In fact, I probably just scare away potential recruits. Don't think like that. You can be a great asset, man. You gotta believe.
AKA every movie theme ever.
We exchange snickers, but Masato grabs my arm. Really, man? You coming? Surprised by his sudden intensity, I contemplate it for a moment. It doesn't take long. Sure, why not? Really? Not like I have anything else to do. Masato grins, releasing my arm. Good! I gotta go set up, but I'm expecting you there. He dashes out of the room after a quick wave to Rui. She smiles back and promptly turns to me.
Have you figured out why he wants you in track so badly?
Not a clue. She hesitates for a moment and glances around the room.
You know, you could join drama club instead. It could be a valid excuse for Masato.
I think he just asked why I joined a different club when I could have joined track.
But still, I think you'd really like it.
Is she pulling the moves on me? Honestly, it sounds like it could be pretty fun. Rui seems to enjoy it. She often claims that it's just like when we played make-believe as kids. And maybe it's one of the few things that I don't mind doing. But it's so much work.
It's no more work than track, idiots. Besides, it could be really fun.
I'll take your word for it. She rolls her eyes and shoulders her bag.
Well, fine, Mr. Grumpy Pants. Some of us have club blues to manage, so I'm gonna get going.
I'll go with you. You walk in step to the door, almost into freedom, and then the strident voice of the teacher rips through the air.
Yama Ishimoto? Surely you didn't expect to escape so easily.
Ah, yes, my attitude problem. I turn to Rui, suddenly pleading. Bail me out?
Not a chance.
Nani?
What? It builds character.
Top 10 anime portrayals. I have plenty of character. Come on, throw up a distraction for me. And throw in a shameless dose of puppy eyes. She only pokes my forehead, sticking her tongue out.
You win some, you lose some. Just be glad it's with a teacher instead of a police.
She darts off as I call flatteringly after her. but at least the police would bore me to tears.
What was that, young man?
I turned to find the teacher hovering right above behind me. Whoops. Nothing great weather we're having, huh? He doesn't seem amused.
At this point...
At what point? It's the second day of school. Unless she's referring to teaching me last year. Come to think of it, yeah, that's highly possible.
It's clear that detention is doing nothing for your toxic behavior.
Well, yeah, because I nap in detention.
Therefore, I've taken the liberty of recommending you for therapeutic mentorship, which will take place on campus at the discretion of our dorm manager. Requirements will be 1 hour, 5 days a week. A mentor will need to sign off on every visit.
The what now? Are you scheduling brainwashing session? Oh no. Are you scheduling brainwashing sessions for me?
Excuse me? You might have other ideas, young man, but civility and respect are integral cornerstones of our modern society. If it does result in scrubbing away some of that arrogancy of yours, then I say, good riddance.
I'm shocked by this unusual, passionate outburst from her. She slows her breath, shaking as she jabs a book and envelops at me.
Take this. Mr. Ryota's office. You know where it is.
A tiny pinch of tension releases. Mr. Ryota, the mentor? Maybe this won't be so bad. I give the book a once-over. The cover is somber and 100% boring. Block letters proclaim primates of the 21st century, 100 plus correctional techniques to improve the mindset of any underdeveloped adolescent. Well then. Well, gee, I'm honored.
Take it.
I take it.
Goodbye, Yama Ishimoto.
She flounced out of the classroom, clearly fed up with my shenanigans. Worriedly, I turn and head down the corridor. Guess someone's a little touchy. Not that I can blame her. If I had a student like me, I'd hate him too. I tromp down the stairs to the first floor and stop before a door at the edge of the hallway, bearing the sign J. Ryota, Dorm Manager. I rap sharply on the wood 3 times. Mr. Ryota? What is it? Nuclear war? What? No. Meh. Don't feel like opening the door for anything less important. I could open the door myself? Locked it. Don't bother. I press my ear against the door, listening keenly. There it is. Action-packed orchestral strings, just barely bleeding through the wood. Faint clanging of swords on shields. Are you in a clan war, Mr. Ryota? Bah! A moment later, and the door's lock clicks open. I step inside the room, holding back a smile. The office is minimalistic in its furnishing, but fairly welcoming. Warm light encompasses the rooms, highlighting the comfortable chairs arranging around a coffee table that bears a bowl of potato chips. It's more like the office of a therapist rather than the office of a school door manager. In the corner, I spotted a calmly mahogany desk, on top of which sits Jiro Ryota in a very dramatic position. Welcome to the Satan room. Have you brought an offering to appease the Dark Lord? Indeed, I have. With the equally exaggerated bow, I present the book and note from my teacher. Mr. Ryota's eyebrows scrunches in confusion. The hell is this? I kind of got in trouble earlier for talking back. Instead of detention, the teacher convinced that I need a more permanent solution. Like death? I can help you with that. Oh man, I like the teacher already. She was thinking more along the lines of counseling, I believe. Oh, okay. But what the hell is this? He shakes the book empathetically. The curriculum that the teachers recommends for, helping me? Oh, right. Well, I'll push you where it belongs. He promptly throws it in the trash, which extracts a laugh from me. Man, where was this guy in my school? Now, to business. Let me read up on what exactly your teacher wants. His eyes drifts over the paper, then that I slightly hand to him. Oh, ha! Oh boy, isn't this precious? Let me translate. Dear Mr. Ryota, I'm having trouble subduing a boy who actually has a brain and doesn't care for the influences of bureaucracy. Sincerely, a woman who was certainly the most boring person in her graduating class. I choke back laughter as he crumbles the paper into a ball and lobs it to the trash. By the way, don't tell anyone I said that, or I might get fired. And then you'd have to take counseling from Mrs. Hanzoa. And then where would we be? Consider the NDA signed. Mr. Ryota reclines easily against his chair, kicking his legs on the table. So, how's the apartment? Still in one piece, mostly. Good to hear. And Phil? Phil? The little houseplant. The one I placed on your shelf? Your memory sucks more than mine, kid. I vaguely remember Mr. Ryota forming an odd attachment to a plant when I moved into my apartment, even to the point where he named him Phil. I think he died. That's a bit odd. I thought he was a fake plant. Nope, it looked fake on the outside, I guess, but all real inside. A satisfied smile pulls at Ryota's lips, and I suddenly realize the metaphor. We're not talking about plants, are we? Your optimism is inspiring, kid. I would have thought your answer to be the contrary. What? People look real on the outside, but they're all fake inside. Something like that. You were talking about plants. How was I supposed to know? Well, you know now. So now that you know, is your answer the same? No. Didn't even need to think about it? It's the truth. People pretend to be genuine on the outside, but inside, they're nothing. Mr. Ryota evaluates me for a moment, but to play. Ryota evaluates me for a moment, but to my surprise, that's no judging in his gaze. You must be a real party pleaser. I'll be here all week. What made you draw such a depressing conclusion? I can tell that his mind's on the fast track of psychoanalysis, childhood trauma, clinical depression, suicidal tendencies. Time to put that to rest, because if anything should be blamed, it should be my 100% natural disdain for humanity. Power of observation, if anything. People like to be strong, confident, independent on the outside. Peel that away, and what do you get? Their hearts? Then that heart must be pretty pathetic. Did I ever say otherwise? No, I guess he didn't. Mr. Ryota eases for the topic and leans back on his chair, drawing a planner from his drawer. Well, if it were up to me, I'd say that you're just like any other surely teenager going through the first throes of senioritis. But paperwork's been signed, and you know how bureaucracy goes. I thought our government was supposed to be more efficient since the national changes. Ha! You assume the mayor actually does anything important? He scrawls something down on his tablet and taps the screen. My phone buzzes gently in my pocket. Your teacher recommends that we meet every day, but honestly, who has the time for that? We'll just play it by ear, and you let me know if you ever get the urge to murder someone. Probably means you do for another checkup. I check what he sent me, a copy of the spreadsheet that's tapped outside his door, revealing his available times. Wow, how do you have I can Inglo. Wow, how do you have this much free time? Life as a door manager's just swell, isn't it? I thought you at least have some kind of job. I'll let you in on a secret. These kids here don't cause much trouble. Not cause they're angels, not cause they're boring, cause they're too prissy. They don't want to get their manicure nails dirty with things like graffiti or booze. But they need someone to cry to when they stub a toe, and the other teachers seem to think that I fit the job description. Actually, it's more like that they don't want to deal with hormonal brats. So instead of being a helicopter parent, I get to be a bench warmer who just nods and smiles once every few minutes. He knows his job. Like with me? Well, you'll be more interesting than the rest of them, I hope. Yeah, that sounds like the oh my gosh. Yeah, that sounds like the academy in a nutshell. Half the people are too snobby to be fun, and the other half are too lazy to care. What do you get to hear? Whining about grades, toxic relationships? Sometimes, but not always. At any rate, I don't exactly complain. Makes my job easy. Thank you for your massive contribution to society. You're absolutely welcome. They seem to equal yours. I snort. He chuckles. Yeah, this could have been really painful if I hadn't gotten Mr. Ryota. Well, as your loving, caring, and aspiring mentor, I can hardly keep you from the beauty that is Club Recruitment Day. Oh no, I'm fine, really. off you go. Take a selfie and send it to me. Or I'll schedule an appointment tomorrow. But that's, you said. You need to expand your opportunities, broaden your horizons, go where no man has gone before. And most importantly, you need to get out of my office so I can check my clans. That's just sad, Mr. Ryota. World domination calls. See ya. Wait, hold up. Gotta save. There we go. Just in case, you know. Never know, guys. You never know when you mess up with your saves. Okay. Now back to the story. And without another word, he shoves me out and slams the door in my face. I have no choice but to head to the school courtyard. It doesn't take much time to find Masato behind the track table, armed with "I love track" flags, and "I love track" posters, and "I love heart" headbands. I get this very vague feeling that he loves track. He welcomes me enthusiastically, immediately piling all admin duties on me. But true to be my word, I proceed to my contemplatively useless throughout the recruitment process. Eventually, Masato seems to give up, handing me a simple sign to wave around. I amuse myself by coming up with truly terrible pitches. Want a six-pack? Join track! Looking for healthy hacks? Join track! Get a knack? Join track! Rid your lack? Join track! Pick up the slack? Join track! For reasons unknown, Masato seems to love this. He grins and slaps me on the back. There you go! You just need to apply yourself, see? I'm pretty sure that those glances we're getting from the underclassmen aren't looks of admiration. Despite my obvious shortcomings, Masato hooks 4 recruits into track. Honestly, I'm pretty surprised that he got that many. A lot of the attendees of this school are the richer, lazier kids. I almost noticed that he seems to be a lot easier on them than he was on me. When the club recruitment fair is done and everything's toned down, Masato and I head to the school entrance to wait for Arui and Yahiko. For reasons unknown, Masato is ecstatically chatting about my newfound enthusiasm. You killed it today, man! That's the kind of team spirit we need! Great, I might have just got myself into more trouble. Well, I guess I was in track for the most of the last year. Might as well do it again this year.
To him, then I said, geez, on a gravy stick, mother load. We could use a man with your skills. And so he signed the contract with the blood from his veins, thereby permanently joining the drama club. Wow, I can't believe you're so good at recruiting people. You know what they just said to me? What? Something like, get a life, you're just a denial about reality. Well, your line sucks. Youth these days are so cynical.
The two come to a halt as Masato waves Rui over.
Well, looks like you guys have plans. I better leave you and you and everyone else to have some nice time together. What? You're talking about... It's more like babysitting duty. Where I'm the babysitter and I have to make sure a bunch of kids won't, set the house on fire and stuff. Oh, come on. He's your best friend, isn't he? And your childhood friend? Yeah, but... Have you guys made a childhood promise together? What? No way. Really? Really? Those kind of things are more cliche than explosions in an action movie. Exactly. Well, think of it this way. Although explosions may be cliche, they're always a staple. You can't have a proper action movie without proper explosions. It's the same with life. You can't have a proper childhood friend without a proper childhood promise.
I wince. Does she have to mention romance? Really?
Are you into furry costumes?
The hick? The hook? Furry costumes? Where did that come from? That came from complete south. No. Maybe at one point back in my... I think 4 years ago? Not anymore, no. Not about that getting sweaty.
Do you want to roleplay?
Bruh. Really? Get that stuff out of here. Leave that in the Discord. I is completely out of that community. Let's see. And Lindox is just a mascot, not a furry. Ugh.
What kind of Discord can I do that in?
My Discord. Like I kind of put the weebs and furries together a little bit.
Gamers rise up.
Oh my gosh. Let's see.
UWU.
A woo? Oh no, there's a woo in my chat. No. Anything but the woo. Anything but the woo. Oh no, there's also the owo face too. Dang it. Nah, but...
OWO.
Oh no.
What's this?
Oh no. They invaded my chat now. Dang it. Hope you guys are having a great sunny night. See, it's a Sunday. This always happens on a freaking Sunday.
Daddy.
This always happens on a Sunday.
I like you despite the weird cam software.
The weird cam software. I'm being anime, okay? In order for you to do anime, you must become anime. Let's see. Where was I? Oh, I wince. Does she have to mention romance? Really?
Show Bobs.
Bobs. I think Saitama has like no bobs.
Show Vegan.
Oh, look, there they are. Guess I'd better go. What? Show vegan? Wait, hold on. Oh, someone Puggy! Take the follow. Oh no. Let's see. Where was I? What voice was I on?
Oops. That was my normal voice. Okay, Salmon Poggy, there we go. Now you got my real voice. Okay, where was I? Salmon Poggy distracted me. Oh, there we go.
Have fun storming the castle.
Poggers.
Poggers? What? Nani are those? The girl cheekily skips away as Ruby sprints to us for a refuge. I try for a smirk.
Pog.
Pog? Pog? P-O-G?
Do you want to touch my tail, UWU?
Hey, tail touching. Okay, look, head pats, that's okay. Boops, I'm okay. But tail, sir, you've gone too far. Looks like you and Akari have a productive recruitment day. Akari Karubi, Rui's best friend, current roommate and self-appointed matchmaker. Also another person who, wait a minute, am I in my normal voice? Okay, good.
BB but DD daddy, touch my tail, UWU.
Oh no, get that tail touching out of here. Oh man. I can feel the awoo affecting. No. No.
OWO touch both out tails.
Why you're making my freaking speech thing say all those things?
To why?
There you go, that's more better. I am sorry, text-to-speech, that you gotta say all those things. Okay.
Akari was sure productive. I barely had any luck.
I noticed that she's mastered herself surprisingly quickly. Well, I guess that's 10 years of make-believe and drama club would do that to ya.
How do you guys do?
We got 4 new recruits, 15 liters of fresh blood.
15 liters? Did you just pull that number out of your head? Or is it actually legit?
Real women? Of course it's legit. Average weights 55 kilograms. The average teenager has a blood volume of 7%. His or her total weight. We got ourselves 4 new recruits. Arigato? What? What are you thinking for? Rui's eyes are already swimming as he raves on, seemingly unaware of the curious glance from the freshman who's pegged him as a rough thug. Assuming no one's anemic, we got 55 by 4 in total kilograms, which is 220. Multiply that by 0.07 for the weight to blood volume ratio, bam, 15.4. Rounded down to 15 for a nice round number, and we got ourselves 15 liters of flesh blood. And this is why Masato's real good at catching people off guard. Can you imagine that? Just like hearing that just out there in the open?
I can't believe you actually calculated that.
Why? It ain't no trouble.
It sure sounds like trouble.
Wait, what? What? Nani? Thank you. Thank you so much, PC. Ooh woo. Ooh woo face. That came out of the blue. Thanks for the fight, Dota. That just came. You're guys making me smile on a Sunday. This is not supposed to be normal. And you're a boss now. You're the boss of the channel. Yay!
Have a good day. I only came to troll ya.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. You have a good night. Or day, wherever you're from. Thank you again. Okay. Oh, okay. Where was I? Where was I? There we go.
It sure sounds like trouble.
Hell nah! You should see what we do in Honor Society. Yes, Honor Society.
Have a good night, mate.
You too, man. Yeah, I appreciate you coming by. Yes, Honor Society. Not only does he participate in it, he's the... Oh wait, why am I doing a girl voice? Why am I doing a girl voice? Yes, Honor Society. Not only does he participate in it, he's the president. Oh, did I mention that he's literally good at everything? Athletics, academics, heck, probably even art. Except sarcasm. That's one area I can trump him in. The only area.
Oh. Here comes the great Yahiko Yukari.
Surely enough, a familiar shock of blonde hair pops around the corner. Yahiko beaming. But I notice that he's not holding a single sign-up page in his hand. Good day to you, my pitiful peasants. You've arrived just in time to witness my brilliant plan. Technically, he was the one who came to us, but I stay silent. You see, I decided to create my own club, a club worthy of my immeasurable greatness. In other words, he got rejected by all of the clubs.
Oh boy.
You're making a club? Good for ya. I know. I'm gonna call it the Happy Club, and it will be comprised of minions who will follow my every bidding.
I think we just witnessed the creation of the shadiest club on campus.
We will stay by taking over the school, then Isamu, then Japan, and then the entire world. Ha 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 ha! Well, at least he doesn't lack ambition. And once my mansion of the moon is built, we will have dominion over the universe itself.
But he does lack brains.
What you guys talking about, all secret like?
Nothing. We were just, talking about how we haven't gone to GFC in a while.
As completely unconvincing as this excuse is, she successfully turns Masato's attention to food. GFC! I like the way you think, really. We better go now before the dinner rush starts. He marches off, humbly cheering as Yahiko blathers on about how amazing his new club will be. Great cover.
I know.
Totally inconspicuous.
Just as inconspicuous as that time you wore a kimono?
Of course she brings that up. You want to get tickled?
You wouldn't dare.
Whenever you mention anything about kimonos, I feel a sudden urge to tickle the nearest person.
We better get going. We should follow Masato and Yahiko to GFC, yeah?
She speeds away before I have a chance to stop her. They're cute. They're cute, isn't she? I only chuckle to myself as I catch up. As we make our way to the lively shopping area a few blocks away from campus, a couple of details catch my attention. There's endless posters and billboards plastered with faces of politicians with broad, candid smiles, proclaiming in bold letters, "Back to prosperity! The recession is over!" and "Do more with more." Upon scrolling tablets and giant projected screens. That's normal. There's the smoker and his buddy, the random drunkard, the group of tourists clutching electronic pathlets titled, "Welcome to the glorious metropolis of Izamu," while taking pictures in front of every possible location. And most of all, the ordinary Isamite power walking down sidewalks with resumes clutched in their hopeful hands. That's also normal. Everything is normal. Completely normal. So, why do I feel so uneasy? Maybe it's the skyscrapers. I've never liked them. They're just tall. And I always get the impression that they're watching me. Not like guardians, either. Not some benevolent force that's watching over the city. More like staring, waiting for the right moment to strike. And then there's the smog, the terrible, musky pollution that sits on my skin like a coat of hard mud. Every breath is disgusting, but every breath is necessary. I hate this city. I really, really do. Too bad that there's nothing better. Not really. Too bad that Izumo has always been the best, if not only option.
Pay attention, you idiots!
I'm startled out of my thoughts by Masaru grabbing my arm and yanking me out of the street.
Do you not see the red light? Red means stop.
And stop means your velocity reaches 0.
You could have been run over by a truck.
Despite myself, I'm touched by their concern. I'm fine. Let's go. It's fine, let's go. After eyeing me for a long moment, Yahiko shrugs and bounds to GFC's automatic doors, activating the motion sensor with a flourish. Ladies first. Lady? Where?
Right here.
She slaps a hand on my shoulder with a cheery grin. Oh, good one. You mean Yama's been a girl all this time? Oh. He did not just do that. Boy. Oh boy.
Oh heavens, no! That'd be really awkward.
Why?
Let's go have some chicken. Boy, I'm so hungry. Fried chicken. Mm-mm.
She quickly skips into JFC, leaving Masato thoroughly bewildered. I don't get it. Why is it awkward? Beats me. Actually, I'm pretty sure I have a good idea. There's no way I'm bringing it up. Look, are we having chicken or not? Of course we are. What do you take me for? Well, good thing that neither he nor Yakio are very perceptive. Without further ado, we enter DFC. JMC General Fried Chicken. General Fried Chicken, guys. The new restaurant. General Fried Chicken. Boy. Boy. Okay. I'll deal with it. I could deal with that. General Fried Chicken has always been a favorite of students from the academy. It's fast, it's cheap, and it's within walking distance. It's always pretty nice considering that it's a fast food outlet. The tables are clean, the walls are lined with cushioned booths, and the red and beige paint splattered on the walls seem fresh and pristine. For some, the smell of heavy grease and oil is overbearing. For us, it's the smell of pure heaven.
Ugh, this place smells like death.
Well, most of us. Weren't you the one who was in such a hurry to come in? Fried chicken?
Shut up.
After we order and pick up our chicken, we slip into the nearest booth. Masato riffles through his wallet, a frown crossing his lips. Damn! Those cocky. I have no clue what he just said.
Whoa, what?
Thankfully, no one else seems to know either. Masato is slightly startled as he hadn't noticed that we were there. Nothing. So, how was class? That's pretty suspicious. But he all of a sudden to let it pass. We're nice to like that. We're nice like that.
Pretty good. But I don't know anyone in my class.
What? Are they giving you a hard time?
What? Nothing like that. It's just, you guys are a year older, and Akia's in a different class last year.
Bah, I'm sure you'll make a truckload of friends. Yeah, you're almost as charming as me.
Thanks, guys.
Despite the cheery exchange. Oh, hold up. Okay, eyes backo. Eyes let backo. Boop. Do 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 do. And boop. Okay. Despite the cheery exchange, I noticed on Rui's. I noticed there's a shadow. I noticed that there's a shadow to Rui's eyes. She definitely should have lots of friends. She's likable, warm, fun, and talented. But for reasons unknown, chooses to spend most of her time with me. A useless cynic and Akari and optimistic with a few screws loose. I've always wanted to ask why, but a small part of me is afraid that the moment I bring it up, she'll realize it and leave. No, I need to do this. It's the least I could do. Why don't you hang out with your classmates? The words come out a lot harsher than I intended, but Rui doesn't even seem to be offended. Oh man, ugh. Do analogies get annoying. Okay. Expression darkens, but it's one of anger, not hurt.
I don't want to hang out around people like them.
Why not? Why not?
There's a bunch of fakes. All they do is judge me, or others in the class, or even one another. They're not outright mean, but I don't like it when people talk behind my back. And they pick on this shy girl in our class for no reason. It's stupid.
You really hate them, don't you?
Not really, but we don't get along.
She picks idly at her chicken. The air feels somber and heavy. Hey, you know what we need? A competition. Now's not the time to bring up competition, Masato.
Actually, that's a good idea.
Wait, Nani? She never said that before. Generally because Masato never comes up with any good ideas. I'll have to sit this one out, or I won't even be or it won't even be a contest. So you and me, Yama. No thanks. You don't even know what it is. Fine, what is it? Who can eat the most triple S's in the shortest amount of time? No thanks. Hey! The triple S hot wings and JFC most infamous menu item, an order of blindingly spicy wings. I don't particularly feel like disabling my mouth forever, thanks. Rui wants to watch. I glanced at Rui. The prospect of watching a competition does seem appealing to her, probably because she can make fun of the stupidity of it all. Well, if it'll cheer her up, Rui. Gosh, I need serious help. Fine. You're paying though. Never fear. The generous Yaiko Ikage shall bestow you with the necessary funds. He shells some cash to Masato, who takes it with a nod of thanks.
Boy, this'll be fun. For me.
I can't believe I'm actually doing this. Why not? You mean, why wouldn't I want to participate in a competition that could potentially ruin my mouth and traumatize me forever? Yeah, exactly. This guy, sometimes I wonder if he's trying to be this, well, stupid. Yeah. Masato returns and slides 2 platters of triple S hot wings to the center of the table. Now remember, every good competition needs a good audience. Let me hear it for Team Kuragane! Woohoo! Now who? Oh no, who? Hey, Rui! Why ain't you cheering?
Huh? I'm, in character as an audience member who's cheering for Yama.
Psst! You and your drama club. Fine, give it up for Team Ishimoto!
Yeah!
Everyone in the restaurant drops into silence and stares at us. I elbow her in the ribs, feeling a flush creep up my cheeks. Stop that!
What? I'm in character.
Sure you are. Okay, whatever. Let's get going. We lean forward, hands just a hair away from the tray as Rui looks on with an expectant smile. 3, 2, 1, go! Masato immediately starts shoveling hot wings into his mouth, but I take a few moments to gather myself before I take a bite. The chicken seems to explode in my mouth, sending strikes of fire down my tongue. I cough violently and gulp down some water. This is a very terrible idea. Woohoo! You mustn't fail me, marvelous minion.
Oh, everyone's actually watching.
Hey, you gotta cheer for Yama, or this ain't any fun.
But now that I've noticed, it's kind of embarrassing.
Gee, thanks. It's not like I'm doing this for you or anything. Grimacing, I shoved the remainder of the wing into my mouth and spit it out. The meat burns down my esophagus and simmers in my stomach. Come on! Yama needs his cheering squad.
Rip, 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 kick him in the knee. Rip, 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 kick him in the other knee.
Go Sato! Go Sato! Masato spits out his bone on the platter. 3 wings down already, and I've just started my second. For some reason, this makes me feel unusually competitive. Woohoo! You got this! You're beating him!
Ice cream soda, banana split. We think your team's full of shift to the left, shift to the right. We all know what she wants to say. Stand up, sit down, fight, fight, fight.
As she finishes her chant and quickly turns away to hide her embarrassment, I barely work through one more mouthful of fried chicken before I give it up. There has to be another way. Yeah! 50 wing down, keep going! Oh, 5th wing down, keep going!
Go Yama.
My eyes land on an innocuous packet sticking from beneath the chicken bucket. GFC hot sauce. Well, desperate times call for desperate measures. While Masato reaches for his 6th wing, I surreptitiously ripped the end of the hot sauce packet and squirted it over his platter. He only smirks at me. Ha! You gotta take more than a little ketchup to win. He bites triumphantly into the wing. Oh, that's not ketchup. He freezes. I swear that steam is coming out of his ears. It's JFC's signature hot sauce. Hot, 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 hot. A desperate Masato launches out of the booth and sprints to the soda machine. Wait. That was cheating! It is cheating if there weren't any rules in the first place.
Either way, it was pretty dirty. Poor Masato.
She looks pointedly at Masato, who's slowly dragging himself back into the booth while chugging a huge cup of water. I feel a slight tinge of guilt at his suffering, but Rui obviously improved mood makes it worth it. This ain't the end. He kneels over the table, somehow managing to continue drinking from his cup. Oh, that reminds me of the last episode of Gover Merger.
What?
You mean you haven't heard of Gover Merger?
Do you have to tell so loud? Do you have to yell so loud, really?
Honestly, I'm surprised we haven't been kicked out for causing a public disturbance yet. But one cannot help but yell at the epicness of Gover Merger. Oh, here comes another one. I hate those things so much.
Okay, fine. What is it?
It's the web series that a couple of my hallmates made. Remember? Over the summer?
Oh yeah. I saw you running around wearing a long blonde wig or something.
Great. That was a mental image I'm not getting out of my head anytime soon. Yeah, it's about the President of the United States. Well, it's called Akirama in our web series. Isn't that clever? Fighting over politicians to defend this country.
So, it's like a political drama?
No way, dude. That's boring. They battled it out in giant robots. The president's in red, white, and blue. It even has an eagle motif and everything. That sounds like the stupidest thing I ever heard. That sounds like the coolest thing I ever heard. Is he for real? Of course. I'm headlining the main event. I'm the president's side. I'm the president's aide.
If you're the president's aide, you're a side character. You're not the lead.
Huh? Really? Well, I, for one, am proud of you. You finally found your calling, being a background character. I know, right? I'm gonna be a star. Ladies and gentlemen, meet the physical manifestation of the saying, ignorance is bliss. Episodes are all up on the website. Just search the title Gover Merc met her, and you're all set. Well, I have to check it out.
Are you serious?
How else will I know how to viciously badmouth it?
I can't decide whether to be offended or be impressed.
Why not both? Hey, you two listening?
Sorry, what?
Nah, I was just saying that I gotta go back. I briefly checked my phone. 6:10 p.m. Almost Manifesto's curfew. Yeah, he has this thing where he goes to bed at 9:30 sharp every night. Just one more way that he's completely crazy. Disciplined, but crazy. Still, it's best to honor that. The only thing worse than a normal Masato trying to drag me into a track is a grumpy Masato trying to drag me into track. Then let's go. Yep, save. We head out of the restaurant and back to the academy right as the sun starts to set. It's kind of a ritual to walk with them, even though I don't live at the dorms anymore. I live at an apartment within walking distance. But since there's nothing or no one waiting for me at my apartment, I kind of just go wherever they go. Maybe it's because our stomachs are full, but we're completely silent all the way on the way back. It's an uncomfortable silence, but still silence, and that means thinking. Overthinking, unfortunately. Almost jump as I see a group of 3 policemen race by on the opposite side of the street, approaching sirens, piercing in the air with their incident wailing. Direct our attention to.
Oh no.
Whoa! A wave of nausea washes over me. The front of a city bus is crumbled against the back of a pickup truck. Thin trails of smoke mixed with the pungent smell of burnt rubber and scrapped metal. The scene is surrounded by a unit of police cars and a fire truck, along with a crowd of shaking people along the sidewalk.
How awful.
At least they look all okay. We can't do anything about it. Let's go. Masato and Yakio nod hesitantly, but Rui only stares thoughtfully at me. I stare at her. She tilts her head. I shrug. It seems to help her come to a decision, as she suddenly turns to Masato and Yakio with a very convincing smile.
Hey, Masato, Yakio. Why don't you guys head on back? I got something to do really quick.
Masato opens his mouth, clearly confused, but Yakio elbows him on the side and shakes his head even so slightly. What? Say, you better get back before your curfew. Hold your horses, I gotta ask. Come along, peasant. Your king commands it. With a final wave, Yaiko drags Masato down the street. Yuri turns her attention to me.
I'm inviting myself over.
Gee, thanks.
That's what friends are for.
Despite the smirk on her face, I catch her glancing at the ruined bus. I can't find it in me to argue with her. Sure, I guess. We switch our route to a different street, remaining silent as we pass by 3 more police officers. We reach Madrid apartment without much difficulty. It's a pretty decent place at a low price. A lot of academy students are known to live here due to its close proximity to the campus.
Do a lot of students live here?
Yeah, why?
Well, what if someone sees us? I don't want them to get the wrong idea.
I feel a little uneasy as I move my shoes. Judging from the blush on her face, it's less that she's worried about a ruined reputation and more that she's trying to cover up certain feelings. Feelings that I'm not ready to deal with. Don't worry, I'm sure they just think you're one of my good guy friends.
I don't even look like a boy.
I only smirk at her as I flop on the sofa. This is the place I know as home sweet home. Simple furniture, random pieces of clothing here and there, and basic kitchen crammed into the corner. Not too fancy, but not too shabby in the slightest. Comfortable. Rui doesn't seem to feel the same way. She gives everything a disapproving look as she proceeds through the apartment.
I think this place has gotten messier.
So sue me.
Can I actually?
No! She looks over me for a moment and something in her expression shifts.
So, that bus.
I sigh noisily and close my eyes. Can we talk about something else?
You hungry? We just ate.
Huh?
I can make some omelets.
Isn't that a breakfast food? Instead of replying, I just hear the rhythmic patter of footsteps against the carpet. In just a few moments, there's the clack of a knife against a chopping board, a gently sizzle of oil or frying pan, and then a tick-tack of chopsticks whispering against a bowl of eggs. The heavenly aroma rises in the air. Rui? With the lack of response, I open my eyes. It takes a little effort, but I manage to pull myself up and head to the kitchen. Rui. I stop short. Rui's zeroed in on the stove, sprinkling ham and cheese over a bubbling layer of eggs, and humming a catchy little tune. The apron tied around her waist should be way too big for her, but somehow it looks perfect. Wait, this is Rui? Rui Hayata? Get a grip, Yama. Get a grip. No, it's too late.
Welcome home, honey. Must be starving. I prepared dinner just for you.
Wow, I'm so lucky for marrying such a wonderful woman. Not to mention adorable.
Oh, sweetie. I'm the lucky one. Look at your chiseled jaw, your beautiful eyes.
I'm not the one who's a work of art, baby.
Well, why don't you have a seat, Pumpkin? Dinner is almost served.
I simply can't wait to taste your delicious food, Angel.
What do you prefer, darling? Dinner, a bath, or me?
Oh, sugar. We both know the answer to that question.
In that case, love, the first course will be
Your lips?
my fist.
I immediately jerked back to reality, the terrible vision dissipating into thin air. Well, that escalated quickly. I didn't even want to know what would bring such a terrible image to mind. Rui and me married? I shuddered on the inside. Not that she's, well, bad or anything. We understand each other more than anyone else. But then we'd have to be in a romantic relationship, and romance in high school is just, well, we would end up losing our friendship entirely, which would suck. And is 99.9999% likely given my great luck. Crap, what am I even thinking about? Back to reality. What's you're making?
Omelets?
Are you sure? She nudges me in the side, but she's smiling.
Plate, please.
Huh?
Plate, idiot.
Yeah, your majesty. We keep things light and teasing as I reach into a cabinet and pass a plate to Rui. She freezes slightly while my shoulder brushes against hers, but I pretend not to notice. Just what the doctor ordered, one premium plate, imported directly from the mystical land of Denmark.
I graciously accept this offering, oh humble servant. May there be lasting peace between our countries.
She deftly slides the omelet onto the plate in one fluid motion, dripping into a slight curtsy as I dig in. The delectable flavor of mozzarella, cheddar, ham, and mushrooms exploded in my mouth. Am I in heaven? Rui beams proudly.
That good?
As if an angel made it herself. Oh wait, one did. Is it? That's too kawaii. Oh. Okay. Okay, no, okay, let's... Okay, I know that's kawaii, guys, but... Sometimes I swear that there's someone else in this head of mine. It's delicious. The genuine heart-rending smile that spreads across her face just makes my stomach sink. That's not the kind of smile that makes... That's not the kind of smile you make when you're complimented from your cooking by... on your cooking by a friend. Just a friend, that is. She looks like she could jump over the moon. That kind of shining, beautiful smile that is only made when the smiler is utterly happy and completely ignorant that they're utterly happy. I want her to be happy, but false hopes? It's just too cruel. Maybe there's something I can do to put her down without hurting her. Oh no! No! No, the music! The music! Are we gonna go for tears right now? Are we gonna have tears right now? I don't know, guys. I don't know. Oh no. I get shit. Yeah. Okay, I need to get myself mentally prepared for this. I need to get myself mentally prepared for this. Okay. You're gonna be a dick, aren't ya, Mr. Yama? Aren't ya? Aren't ya? Okay. Here we go. I'm just gonna watch the protagonist be a freaking D. Hey, Rui, do you ever think that maybe we hang out too much?
What?
Be gentle, be the gentlest human being on earth. Except the thing, I'm quite possibly worse at it being gentle. You know, high school is the time to explore, especially since we're getting ready for university. So, maybe we should be spending time just, you know, looking at other things. Just to events, stuff like that.
You're telling me that you're going to an event with people?
I'm saying that we shouldn't be together so often. Her face immediately falls. She just made you fucking eggs, man. She made you eggs and you gave her this? You give her this? How could you? How could you? Damn it. I already knew that my words have hit her harder than I intended. After all, pretty much all you've been doing for the past 10 years have been hanging out. You were each other's only constant. Amidst new locations, new schools, new friends, that one firm foundation that's there until the end of time. If you separate Rui from Yama and Yama from Ruri, I'm not sure what you would find. To have me, who's always been relying on her, leeching off of her, suggests that he wants to go on his own way to do his own thing? Well, it's awfully short-sighted and ungrateful. But I guess that's what I am really, because I'm too scared that Rui will truly, honestly end up falling in love with me. Not that I have any clue why she would, but insurance. Assurance is key. Look, I appreciate this, but I'm not a kid anymore, you know? I can take care of myself just fine. That's not true. Like, I know the place needs a good cleaning. I don't need someone else to tell me. I attempt to soften the blow as much as I can. I like hanging out with you. When it comes to this point, I think...
I'm so sorry, Yama. I didn't mean to offend you.
You what?
I wasn't trying to replace her.
I freeze. Sudden pain fills my lungs, like I'm breathing in fire. My vision spins for a moment and... No. I fight it. Then it's gone. My knees suddenly go weak and I stagger forward, quickly catching myself on the couch. Rory rushes forward, but I quickly throw out a hand. You see this? Being a birdie now. No. Why?